All right, Cowboys Nation. We've got Jerry Jones going off the rails, Mike Zimmer admitting he panicked, and Dak Prescott throwing down the gauntlet. It's a Dallas drama you won't want to miss. Stay tuned as we dive into the juiciest Cowboys headlines that have everyone talking. From radio rants to rookie challenges, we're breaking it all down right here, right now. Let's go. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. We've got Jerry Jones offering context on his radio rant, Mike Zimmer admitting to panicking, and Dak Prescott sending a message to Aidan Hutchinson. Let's break it all down and see what it means for our boys in blue. First up, let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend Jerry Jones. Now, we all know Jerry isn't afraid to speak his mind, and boy, did he do just that in a recent radio interview. But hold on to your hats, folks, because Jerry's now offering some context to that fiery rant that had everyone talking. In case you missed it, Jerry went off on 105.3 The Fan, expressing his frustration with the team's performance. He didn't hold back, calling out everything from play calling to player execution. It was vintage Jerry, raw and unfiltered. But now, he's taking a step back and giving us a little more insight into what was going through his mind during that explosive moment. Jerry explained that his passion for the team sometimes gets the better of him. He said, and I quote, "Look, I've been doing this for over 30 years. When I speak from the heart about this team, it's because I care so damn much. And you know what? I believe him." Say what you want about Jerry Jones, but you can't deny the man's dedication to the Dallas Cowboys. He went on to clarify that his comments weren't meant to throw anyone under the bus. Instead, he sees it as a wake-up call for the entire organization. Jerry emphasized that from top to bottom, everyone needs to step up their game if they want to make a serious run at the Super Bowl. And let's be real, isn't that what we all want? Now, some folks might say Jerry needs to take a chill pill, but I've got to hand it to him. At least he's not sitting back and accepting mediocrity. He's pushing for excellence, and that's exactly what we need in Dallas. Sure, his methods might be a bit unorthodox, but hey, that's Jerry for you. Love him or hate him, you can't ignore him. But here's the thing, Cowboys fans. We've got to ask ourselves, is Jerry's hands-on approach helping or hurting the team? Does his vocal presence put too much pressure on the players and coaches? Or does it light a fire under them to perform better? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm dying to hear what you think about Jerry's latest outburst. All right, let's move on to our next headline, and this one's a doozy. Defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, the man brought in to transform our defense, just dropped a bombshell. He admitted to panicking during a crucial moment in our last game. Now, that's not something you hear every day from a seasoned coach like Zimmer. Here's the deal, Zimmer confessed that during a critical third down play, he made a last-second change to the defensive call. He said, "I saw something in the offense's formation that spooked me, and I reacted on instinct. Looking back, it wasn't the right move." Talk about transparency, folks. It's not often you see a coach lay it all out there like that. Now, some might see this as a sign of weakness. After all, we want our coaches to be cool under pressure, right? But I've got a different take on this. I actually respect Zimmer for owning up to his mistake. It shows that he's willing to self-reflect and learn from his errors. That's the kind of growth mindset we need if we're going to take this defense to the next level. But here's where it gets interesting. Zimmer didn't stop at admitting his mistake. He went on to explain how he's working to prevent similar situations in the future. He's implementing new communication protocols with his defensive staff to ensure that last-second changes are thoroughly vetted before being relayed to the players on the field. That's the kind of proactive problem-solving we love to see. Let's be real, though. The fact that Zimmer panicked in a crucial moment is concerning. We brought him in for his experience and cool head under pressure. So, this revelation raises some questions about his ability to handle the high-stakes environment of Dallas Cowboys football. Can he bounce back from this? Will the players still trust his judgment in crunch time? On the flip side, maybe this moment of vulnerability will bring Zimmer closer to his players. After all, they're human too, and seeing their coach admit to a moment of weakness might make him more relatable. It could foster a culture of open communication and mutual growth within the defensive unit. What do you think, Cowboys Nation? Are you worried about Zimmer's admission, or do you see it as a positive step towards improvement? Let me know in the comments, because this could be a turning point for our defense. Now, let's shift gears and talk about our franchise quarterback, Dak Prescott. Dak's been making waves lately, not just with his on-field performance, but with his words off the field too. This time, he's got a message for Detroit Lions rookie sensation, Aidan Hutchinson. For those who need a refresher, Hutchinson has been tearing it up in his second NFL season, cementing his status as one of the league's premier pass rushers. And guess what? The Cowboys are set to face the Lions in a few weeks, which means Dak will have Hutchinson breathing down his neck. But our boy Dak isn't backing down. In a recent press conference, he had this to say about the upcoming matchup: "Hutchinson's a beast, no doubt about it. But I've faced some of the best in this league, and I'm ready for the challenge. Tell him to bring his A-game, because he's going to need it." Now that's the kind of swagger we love to see from our quarterback. Dak's not just talking trash, he's showing confidence in himself and his offensive line. It's a message that says, "We respect you, but we're not afraid of you." This kind of pre-game banter is exactly what we need to spice up the NFL season. It adds an extra layer of excitement to an already highly anticipated matchup. But more importantly, it shows that Dak is locked in and ready for the challenge ahead. Let's break down why this message from Dak is so significant. First off, it demonstrates leadership. By publicly acknowledging Hutchinson's skills while also expressing confidence in his own abilities, Dak is setting the tone for the entire team. He's saying, "We respect our opponents, but we believe in ourselves more." Secondly, this kind of talk puts pressure on the offensive line to step up their game. Dak's essentially saying, "I trust you guys to protect me against one of the best in the business." That's a big vote of confidence, and you can bet our O-line is going to do everything in their power to prove Dak right. These are the kinds of stories that can define a season. They show a team that's not content with mediocrity, a team that's constantly striving to be better. And isn't that exactly what we want from our Dallas Cowboys? But here's the million-dollar question. Can all of this translate to wins on the field? Because at the end of the day, that's what matters most. Jerry's passion, Zimmer's honesty, and Dak's confidence are great, but they need to result in victories if we're going to make a serious run at the Super Bowl.